Hello everyone, this is Ryan KC9OZA, and today I'm going to show you my FTM-400 install in my 2013 F-150 supercrew. We'll start up here at the battery first. So I ran both my positive and negative to the battery. Both the negative and positive are both fused. And then I have a 12 gauge wire in a wire loom that runs up here along the battery, around underneath the radiator shroud, up and around the air intake. Zip tied it to the fender here so it's out of the way. Zip tied it here so it's out of the way whenever I close the hood with the hood cylinder. And then both the power and coax go through the factory grommet in the firewall. It's a big grommet, so all I did is pull the grommet out, took a piece of plywood behind it, took a drill that was just big enough to slide both the coax and the power cable through. I drilled through it, ran both of them through, and then it's a soft rubber, so I just kind of molded it back around it so it seals it all off. And then I used a stainless fender mount, as I wanted to be able to pull in my garage, and with a roof mount I'd have to take it off every day to pull in. So I went with a stainless hood mount. I will leave a link in the description of the hood mount, and all it does is use a factory bolt, and then it also has a shark washer underneath so that it does etch into the paint for a ground. I checked everything. It is grounded to the fender good. SWRs throughout the 2 meter portion are 1.6 or less, and on the 440 it's 1.5 or less, so everything's good. I'm using a Browning NMO dual band closed coil antenna with a spring. And now we will go to the cabin. Okay, now that we're up here at the cabin, there is the factory grommet on this side. The wire comes down behind there, and then what I did is I popped up this floor sill here. Pops up very easily, and Ford actually has a couple channels that they run their wiring through, so both the coax and the power cable are ran down through here in wire loom. And then I have wire loom that comes up here, and then both the 400 body is under the seat here, as well as the relay that I will show you. Okay, so as you can see, the radio body is tucked up under there, and to make ease of installation easier, I used a coax that was terminated to a Motorola style antenna plug, and then I bought the adapter that goes from that to a PL259, so that way I didn't have to drill a bigger hole to get through the firewall. Then I have a DC filter. I'll leave a link in the description as well for that. And then, so I don't have to turn the radio on and off, or if I forget to turn it off whenever I leave the vehicle, I purchased this automatic power relay from APRS World. You can purchase it at aprsworld.com. This is the APO 3 series, and it has an override switch if you want to keep the radio on when the truck is powered off. And what this unit allows you to do is you can take this cover off, and it has adjustable switches so that you can choose the amount of time that the radio stays on. It is preset to 10 minutes, and I'm not quite sure what the voltage is, but you can also adjust the voltage, so once it gets below that certain threshold, it will kick the radio or whatever you have plugged into the unit off. And I have this, you can order it in either T-plug style, or you can also get it in a couple other different connectors. So now I will go and show you how I have the head unit mounted to the dash. So now up here at the cabin, I have the FTM-400 head, and it is mounted to a mount that is actually made for cell phones, and I will also leave a link in the description of where you can purchase this. And all you do is you pop this silver panel here off, get it away enough, and then it has where you line it up and you screw in 2 small screws and then put the dash trim back in place. It is very sturdy, so you don't have to worry about while you're driving and pushing on the touch screen or any of the buttons about it bending or anything. It is very solid. And then I have the control head cable ran down behind the trim, under the dash, and then under the floor mat and down to the radio. And then I have a mic extension that I purchased off of eBay. I will leave a link in the description also. It comes up to here underneath the center console, and then it's plugged into the factory Yaesu microphone. And then I have the Yaesu speaker. It is mounted here to this little piece, and you can purchase these offline for less than 20 bucks. So if you ever want to get rid of your vehicle, you won't have the holes. And then for the microphone, I have the magnetic mic. I also have this in my Jeep from the previous video of it. And again, I tried 3M tape, but with as powerful as this magnet is, it just pulled it right off, so I had 2 small screws. Again, you can find these used and new online pretty cheap, so I wasn't afraid of that. It gives you a good solid place to mount your microphone instead of the old style. And overall, I'm pretty happy with it. I can still reach our local repeaters pretty easily, anywhere from 20 to 30 miles away on medium power, which would be 20-25 watts with a 400. So it's a very good, clean setup. I wanted to make sure I could make it as clean as possible. So with that relay that I showed you, all you got to do is once you start your vehicle, it'll take a few seconds. And the radio will come on. And then once you shut the vehicle off, it will start the timer in the relay, which will then shut the unit off after 10 minutes is what I have it set for. And that way you don't have to worry about, did I shut my radio off and things. You don't have to worry about it. It will automatically do it for you. And then once you come back, restart your vehicle, it will automatically power the unit back on. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, please don't be afraid to comment, and I will try to get back to you pretty easy install. Like I said, I wanted to keep it as clean as possible, and it turned out pretty good. I don't have to take the antenna or anything off whenever I pull in the garage, and that's what I wanted. So stay tuned for more videos, and until the next video, 73s.